Hi Unka, I hope you are doing well and you are behaving. Yeah, wherever you might be. So I remember last week we had a bit of an issue with regards to our lesson. I know connectivity was bad and yeah, I apologize for that. Yeah, I just hope what I have prepared for you tonight, because you see, yeah, tonight. So I don't know when you this presentation or this lesson will be made available to you. So yeah, I just hope what I'm going to share with you tonight is going to be fruitful for you. And remember, you can contact me at any time you feel like there's something you did not understand. And I know Mommy had touched on you guys not having covered this part of the syllabus in your, or this part of yeah, you did not cover what we are going to be talking about, or what I'll be sharing with you in a couple of moments in class before. So do not feel overwhelmed if there are some of the things that you don't understand, or there are some words that you hear for the first time. I made this visual presentation for you just so you can watch it as many times as you can. So don't worry if you were to come across, or you were to be taught what I'm going to be sharing with you in class and you feel confused. So I'm going to try as best as I can to simplify it for you, so that you, and I also think you can, as the more you watch it over and over again, the easier for you. So yeah, let's just get into it. We are going to be talking about reading and writing time. So being able to know what time is it, and what is the difference between the 12-hour system of time and the 24-hour system of time. So basically there are two types of systems of time. Yeah, felt like I was rhyming, but it's fine. Yeah, so there are two types of systems of time. Yeah, I hope that's correct. Yeah, so there's the 12-hour system of time and there's the 24-hour system of time. Now in this lesson you will be able to read and write time according to the 12-hour system of time and the 24-hour system of time. The 24-hour system of time. Yeah, and understanding the difference between the two. Yeah? You will also be able to write and read time in the AM and in the PM. Then you will also be able to differentiate between an analog clock and a digital clock. Okay, so yeah, I just hope by the end of this lesson you'll be able to do, or you'll be able to read and write time basically. Yeah, so let's get into it. So I'm going to start with the 12-hour system of time. So according to the 12-hour clock, this is a analog clock, né? And then it uses both the 12-hour system of time and the 24-hour system of time. So according to the 12-hour clock, this clock, each day is divided into two parts of 12 hours each. Okay, so I need to be slow. I need to slow down a bit. So according to this clock that's in front of me, which is the 12-hour clock, remember I said there are two types of systems of times. There's the 12-hour system of time and there's the 24-hour system of time. Yeah, so according to this clock that's in front of me, which is the 12-hour clock, each day is divided into two parts of 12. I think we know in a day there's a total of 24 hours. So each day is divided into each day is divided into two parts of 12 hours each. Okay, so I'm going to make a bit of an illustration here for you, just so it's clearer for you. Like I said, According to the 12-hour system of time, each day is divided into 2 parts of 12 hours each. So I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this. Forgive my lighting. So this is 12 a.m. We'll start at 12 midnight. So when you read time according to the 12-hour system, 12 midnight would be written as 12 and these dots, I don't know what they call, so you'll forgive me, I'll use them as dots for the purpose of this lesson. So you'll write 12 here, 00 a.m. So the 2 parts of the 12 hours that I'm talking about is, if we count from 12 a.m., which is 12 midnight, right until we get to 11 in the morning, 11 a.m. That is the first part. Yeah, that is the first part of the 12 hours. Ne? Then immediately it says 12, then you know it's 12 in the afternoon. Now it changes to PM. I'll get into what AM and PM means, don't worry. So instead of saying 12 AM, you would indicate here for 12 in these dots, 00 PM instead of AM. Okay, so that's the first part of the 12 hours in the day. Now from 12 PM right till 11 in the evening. So from 12 in the afternoon right until 12, or from 12 in the afternoon right until 11 in the evening is PM. And then that's the second part of the 12 hours. So according to this system, the 12-hour system, remember I said this clock can use both the 12-hour system and the 24-hour system. So you see what I did there. Let's start again. 12 a.m. midnight, we would say it is 12 in these dots and 00 a.m. So that's the first part of the 12-hour system. So as you go along with me here, so it's 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. That's the first part of the 12-hour system. As soon as it says 12, or as soon as it is 12 p.m., then that's the second part. That's when the second part of the 12-hour system starts. Yes, so it's 12, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., or 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 12 a.m. again. That's the second part of the 12-hour system. Now in simple terms, 12 o'clock midnight until 11 midday is regarded as AM. Now I'm sure you have recognized, or you have seen how you'd read time. You'd say it's 11 o'clock AM. So that AM next to the time simply stands for anti-meridian, and anti-meridian is simply before noon or before midday. So AM stands for anti-meridian, and anti-meridian is simply before noon or before midday. I hope that makes sense. Now in this system, 12 o'clock midnight would be written as 12, like I said, 12 o'clock midnight would be written as 12, these dots, 00 a.m. And then 12 o'clock midday, like I illustrated previously, we'd say it's 12, these dots, 00 p.m. Now p.m. stands for post meridian, meaning afternoon or midday. So AM stands for anti-meridian, and then anti-meridian is simply before noon or before midday. Now PM stands for post meridian, which means afternoon or midday. So don't really stress yourself, or because I don't think you guys will be asked to know what AM stands for. This is just for you to learn that what does that AM mean. AM stands for anti-meridian, and it is before noon or before midday. And then 12 PM stands for post-meridian, meaning afternoon or midday. That's basically how the 12-hour system of time is read. It's divided into two parts of 12 hours each. Okay, now when we read the 12-hour system, we do not refer as 07 or 07 dots 00 AM or 7 these dots 00 AM as 5 hours and 11 minutes after midnight or in the morning. Instead, we say it is 11 minutes past 5 in the morning. So in this instance, we have 7 o'clock here. Okay, 7 o'clock is easier to read, but if it was 7 and these dots and then 10 here, for instance, we would then say it is 10 past 7, not 7 hours and 10 minutes after midnight. So don't get confused there. So if there's 12 hours, or if there's the number 7 here and these dots and then 10, we are simply going to say it is 10 minutes past 7, either AM or PM, if we use the system, the 12-hour system. Now when we are in the PM era, we say it is 10 minutes past 7, either when in the PM era it is 10 minutes past 7 in the evening, because we are in the PM era. So in the AM era, that's in the morning from 12 midnight until 11 in the morning, that's AM. It would indicate AM here. But if it's in the evening, we would say it's 7 these dots 00 PM. Okay, let me use this example. If it is 7 in the morning, you'd indicate next to these zeros that is AM. And then if it is 7 in the evening, you then refer to this as 7 o'clock or 7 these dots 00 PM. So AM indicates the morning before noon or midday, and then PM indicates afternoon or midday. I hope that's clear. So when we're using this system, it is important to also indicate, like I said, next to this time here, AM or PM, because if it is written like this, I would not know what time this is. Let me put it properly. I hope you can see. So if it is written like this, it's very difficult to really know what time it is if we are using the 12-hour system. But if you write here AM, or if you write PM here, then I would know that it's in the evening. But if you write AM, I'll know it's in the morning. So it's very important to always indicate AM or PM here. Okay, I hope you got that correctly, or you understood what I was trying to illustrate to you. Now, like I said previously, or in the beginning of the lesson, that we have two parts, or we have two types of we have two types of systems of time. You have the 12-hour system of time, you have the 24-hour system of time. Now we covered the 12-hour system of time. We are going to move on to the 24-hour system of time. I'm going to show you, excuse my illustrations, my drawing is bad. I get some drawing on where is that? Okay, yeah, just put it here for now, and then I'll illustrate as I go on. Now in the 24-hour system of time, the time is not divided into two parts of 12 hours like what the 12-hour system of time is divided, or like how it is divided. So what's important for you to know is that the 24-hour system of time is not divided into two parts of 12 hours each like the 12-hour system of time. Now it is written as the number of hours that have passed after midnight. Let me start all over. When we read and when we try and understand the 24-hour system of time, the 24-hour system of time is not divided into two parts of 12 hours like what we usually do with the 12-hour system of time. It is not divided into two parts of 12 hours each like the 12-hour system of time, but instead it is written as the number of hours that have passed after midnight. Now when we read time in the 24-hour system of time, we refer to 11:40. This is 11:40. So we refer to it as 11 hours and 40 minutes after midnight. So we can say it is 20 minutes before 12 in the afternoon. Okay, 20 minutes before 12 midday, meaning from 12 midnight. Where's my ugly clock? Okay, let me just fix my camera here. My sincere apologies for that. I misbehave. I don't know to. Let me just. Okay, perfect. I'll start all over. When we read and when we understand the 12 or the 24-hour system of time, it is important to note that the 24-hour system of time is not divided into two parts of 12 hours each. Okay, excuse me again. Please forgive me. I hope it will behave at this time. Yeah, so we do not divide we don't divide it into two parts of 12 hours each when we read the 24-hour system of time. So in the 24-hour system of time, time is not divided into two parts of 12 hours like the 12-hour system of time, but instead it is written as the number of hours that have passed since midnight. So when we read time in the 24-hour system of time, if you look at this clock or this time, this is a digital clock. Now when we read time in the 24-hour system of time, we refer to 11:40 as 11 hours and 40 minutes after midnight. We say it is 20 minutes to 12 p.m. So it is 20 minutes before the hour 12 p.m. So when we use the 24-hour system of time, where is my marker now? Okay, it's fine. We do not indicate AM here, because this already tells us that there are 11 hours and 40 minutes that have passed since midnight. Okay, so we read this time as 20 minutes to 12 in the afternoon, meaning that 11 hours and 40 minutes have passed since midnight. I hope this is clear to you. Now in the system, time starts at 12 o'clock midnight. So 12 o'clock midnight using the 24-hour system of time would be written as, let me get this clock for you here, 00.00 as well. You don't need to indicate AM or PM here. So that simply indicates that it is 12 midnight. It is midnight. Remember, when we used the 12-hour system of time, we would write 12 AM or 12 midnight as, let me just quickly write it for you here. When we use the 12-hour system of time, this is how we would write 12 midnight. Okay, but when we use the 24-hour system of time, our time would now look like this. Let me quickly write it for you here. This is how, okay, I'm not sure if you can see it. This is how we would write 12 o'clock midnight using the 24-hour system. So I'll repeat that again. When you write 12 a.m. or 12 in 12 midnight using the 12-hour system, this is how you'd write it, and you indicate a.m. here. But when you use the 24-hour system of time, this is how you would write it here. I hope that's clear. You don't need to indicate am here, okay? So that's the difference between the two. I'd say the difference between the two is that when we write time using the 12-hour system, we must indicate. It's important to indicate time, because like I said previously, if you're not gonna indicate here am or pm, then when I read the time, I'm going to be confused. So to indicate that this is 7 in the morning, you'd see an am here. But if it's 7 in the evening, you'd see a PM next to these zeros here. So that's just to indicate that it is either in the morning or in the afternoon, or in the evening, sorry. So when it's in the morning, you'd see an AM here, anti-meridian, meaning before noon or midday. And when it's 7 o'clock in the evening, you'd still write time similar to how you wrote it here, but with the PM here instead, to indicate that it's now 7 PM in the evening. Kinako ya skim sam ne, yeah, no skim sam skena ka 6, but kinako ya oshebang ka 7, your favorite soapy, your favorite osheba ditaba maybe, so it indicates PM more. I hope it's clear, and like I said before, if you don't understand, feel free to let me know, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so it's important, like I said, to know Tore when you use the 12-hour system. You must indicate either AM or PM. And then if you were to write, let's make an example, because I think you didn't get the grasp of the 24-hour system. Let us write 10 past or 5:15 using the 24-hour system of time. So using the 24-hour system of time, this is how we would write 10 past 5. Ne? Okay, let me do this. Just give me a moment. Just so you can see the difference. 24-hour system. Okay, I've made a bit of a comparison, what match column A and column B type. So on this side I have the 12-hour system. I hope you can see it on this side, and then on this side I have the 24-hour system. So we are going to write 10 past 5 using these two systems of time that we are talking about in this lesson. So 10 past 5 in the morning, let me say morning, would be written like this. I hope you'll see my handwriting. You said 10 past 5, ne? Just hope I got the time right. Do you see what I did there? When you use the 12-hour system of time, this is how you would write 10 past 5 in the morning. How do I see that it's in the morning? Remember I said AM. Where is it? Very small. I hope you can see this, because I'm a bit worried. Okay, yeah. Now, when we use the 12-hour system of time in the morning, this is how we'd write 10 past 5 in the morning. Now, it's very clear for me to see that this is 10 past 5 in the morning because of AM, anti-meridian, meaning before noon or midday. Now, if we were to write 10 past 5 in the evening or late afternoon, let me say afternoon. Again, excuse my handwriting. I'm not your typical artist. 10 past 5 in the evening or in late afternoon. This is how you write 10 past 5 in the afternoon using this system. So do you see why I always say it's, or I've always said in the lesson, that these AM and PM is very important when you use this system? Because if you were to write 10 past 5 without these AM or PM, I wouldn't know what time it is, or I wouldn't know what what time of the day do you want me to know. I don't know if I'm making sense, but generally what I'm saying, Onka, is that AM and PM, these two are very important when you use this system, because it's difficult for me to indicate or to know this is 10 past 5 in the morning or in the evening or late afternoon. So hence I say it is always important to indicate whether using AM or PM. I just hope you'll be able to see it, these two next to the time, so that I can see, okay, this is 10 past 5 in the morning, but this is 10 past 5 in the evening. That's the 12-hour system of time. In the morning, you'd write it like that, and you include AM next to it, or you add AM, whatever you want to call it, but just write AM next to it. And then in the evening, you'd indicate with PM to show that it's in the evening or late afternoon. Ne? That's the 12-hour system. Remember, I said there are two types of systems of time. Now when you use the 24-hour system of time, I'm going to do the same thing that I did using the 12-hour system of time, but this time you're going to write 10 past 5 in the morning using the 24-hour system of time. And I'm going to show you what I meant by saying that the 24-hour system of time indicates the number of hours that have passed since midnight, the number of hours and the minutes that have passed since midnight. Okay, so when you write 10 past 5 in the morning using the 24-hour system of time, this is how you'd write it. Okay, my handwriting is small, but I'm just hoping you see it. This is how you'd write 10 past 5 in the morning. So we don't indicate AM, because like I said, the 24-hour system of time does not have two parts of 12 hours each. So midnight, remember we said midnight would be written like this. This is how we'd write 12 o'clock in the evening using the 24-hour system of time. Similar to what we have here. This without the AM simply indicates that, or AM or PM indicates that this time is in the 24-hour system of time, because 11 hours and 40 minutes have passed since 12 a.m. Sorry, so 11 minutes and 40 minutes, 11 hours. Okay, 11 hours and 40 minutes have passed since midnight. There's no need for you to indicate here. I'll show you why I'm saying 11 hours and 40 minutes have passed. Ne? So this is 12 midnight. This analog clock, remember, uses both the 12-hour system and the 24-hour system. Ne? So this is 12 midnight, right? So when we use the 24-hour system of time, we'd say it's 1 a.m., meaning 1 hour has passed after midnight. So this is how you write 1 a.m. using the 24-hour system of time. Can you see it here? This is how you write 1 a.m. using the 24-hour system of time. The same thing goes for 2 a.m. This is how you just say 02, the dots, and 00 here. You don't need to indicate a.m. 03, the same thing, 03, these dots, 00, 04, just like that, dots, and 00, up until you get to 011, not 011, 11. So you indicate here 11 dots and 00. But the moment you get to 12, okay, 12 is written also in the same way. So from 12, this is how you write 12 a.m. Okay, okay, I'm a bit fast now, but I hope as you repeat these videos, this video, you'll understand. Excuse my camera today, young failure. I don't know why. Excuse that. My humble apologies. So let's start all over. This is how. Where is it? This is how you'd write 12 in the morning, 12 a.m., 12 midnight. This is how you indicate using the 24-hour system of time. But remember, when we used the 12-hour system of time, this is how it indicates 12 a.m. Can you see the difference? This is the 12-hour system of time because there is a.m. here. This can also be 12 in the evening, but because I can see that there's a.m. here, this simply means that it is 12 midnight. But if I use the 24-hour system of time, this is how I'd write 12 midnight.